Hey, it's me, Rika. Today we're going to have a look at the brand new Voyage of Wonders Sage's Rite. So let's have a look at the rewards. From the epic rewards, we get 10 stargazing tickets. Then from the common rewards, we get a variety choice chest, which includes gold, EXP, and dust. Then we get a couple of signature item upgrades, Poe coins, and bait for your brand new pets. So let's head in and see what this adventure is all about. So when you start this Voyage of Wonders, we'll have this dialogue between Pippa and Arden over here. Now, when you complete this dialogue, you can see that Pippa is extremely small. Now, what this will allow you to do, this will allow you to easily move across cave areas such as this, where you can enter and exit as many times as you want. In addition, when you step over these pressure plates, they will not activate the barrier beacon over here. And to remove this barrier beacon, all you have to do is simply click on this little deactivation tower. This will remove the barrier and you'll be able to use the teleporter to the next section of the map. So let's do that now. So what we can do to remove these big barriers over here, we have to eat the super-sized mushroom. So once we've done so, as we can see, Pippa over here is now super-sized. However, when she walks over a bridge like this, this will immediately break the bridge. So this makes it a one-time use bridge. So walk across, the bridge has been destroyed. However, we can easily destroy any barrier in our way. So we have to defeat these enemies first over here. All right, so we have defeated those enemies. Now click on this beacon over here. This will deactivate this barrier, and now we can easily move across. However, your Pippa needs to be small in order to not activate this pressure plate over here. So click on the shrink me mushroom. There we go. Now Pippa is extremely small. Claim the reward that's in here, and now you can easily walk across this specific pressure plate without activating the barrier. So click on the portal. Now we have made it to the next area of the map. So the first thing that we have to do is we have to first defeat these enemies over here. Now that you have defeated these enemies over here, you have to move across this cave entrance over here and defeat these enemies. So now that you have defeated both enemies over here, we can see there are a couple of barriers in our way. Now we have to destroy these barriers in a very specific order in order to be able to gain access to this portal over here. So what we have to do is we have to make Pippa small last. However, we have to destroy all of these little barriers first. So what we are going to do is we are going to eat one of the big mushrooms over here. We first go down here, then we eat the super-sized mushroom, then we move across this specific area. We break this barrier over here. We need to break that. Then we move across back, as we can see over here. Then we move across this bridge, as we can see. We activate the barrier. Then we break this little post over here. We move across. And now what we need to do is we need to make Pippa small. So we break this barrier once again. As we can see, make Pippa small, eat the deactivation tower, deactivate this specific beacon over here as well. As we can see, now we have easy passage through this specific area. Now we can simply click on there and we've made it to the next area of the map. So now as we can see, we need to head on over to this epic reward over here. So the first thing that we do is we defeat these enemies. Now we collect this reward over here. Excellent. Then we defeat these enemies at the bottom over here. So the first thing that we are doing is we're clearing the area of any enemies that may be in our way and that might stop us from gaining access to the next area of the map. Once we have destroyed a couple of these bridges along the way, which are one-time use if we are in the big Pippa form. Now, what we have to do in order to gain access to this specific area, we have to defeat this barrier and we have to be in the small Pippa form. So we will have to move to this specific area twice, once in the big Pippa form and the other time in the small Pippa form in order to gain access to this and to activate this statue. So the first thing that we have to do, all right, so we have used the red portal As we can see over here, we have moved on over to the red portal. This has teleported us to a new section of the map. This is the left-hand side, as we can see, to the epic reward, the left epic reward, and this is the right epic reward. So defeat the enemies and clear a path to the next area of the map. All right, you've defeated those enemies, so claim the reward. Excellent. Defeat the next enemy. All right, claim the next reward over here. Now, as we can see, I'm not breaking any bridges and they're not impacting my progress in the specific Voyage of Wonders. So now we have to figure out the puzzle that needs to be activated in order to gain to this specific area over here. Now that you have defeated all the enemies in both the red and the blue portal, the first thing that you have to do is head on over to the red portal. Now this is where the puzzle will begin. So the first thing that you have to do is head on over and eat the super size mushroom. Now what you have to do is you have to break this barrier and you have to break this barrier. However, you'll step on both pressure plates, the purple and the blue pressure plate, and do not step on this bridge over here. So step on the pressure plate. Excellent. Break the barrier. Now we cannot move across because of this little beacon over here, the barrier blocker. Now the next thing you have to do is move down to this pressure plate. Excellent. Now break this barrier. Excellent. Now what you have to do is you have to head back over to the red portal. There we go. You are back to the red portal. Now what you have to do, you have to be very careful, is you have to click down. Do not head over down this specific path as you'll break both entrances. Click down here, click down there. Now once you are here, you have to move across this bridge over here and do not take this small mushrooms. This will be done in the final step. So click there, click across that bridge, step on the pressure plate, break the barrier. Now once you've done so, move across once again, move top. There we go, you've moved top. Step on this pressure plate over here. You have activated this barrier block. No worries, break the barrier over here. Eat the small mushroom. Now once you've done so, then what you have to do is you have to click on the deactivate beacon over here. Perfect. Then click on the deactivate red beacon. This will remove the barrier block over here. Now, once you've done so, you have gained access to the first epic reward. Excellent. Now that you have done so, then you have to head on back to the red portal. So click on the red portal over here. Now that you have done so, you have to be very careful in this final step. So now, because you are small Pippa, you can move up and down this bridge and this bridge will not break. So the first thing that you have to do is click on the big super size mushroom. Then click on the blue deactivate beacon. Now, as we can see, this barrier block has been removed. Now you can step easily over this bridge as you'll no longer need this barrier block over here. Now what you have to do is click back on the red portal, eat the shrink me mushroom. There we go. Click on this specific block over here. Now you will not activate this pressure plate. Click on the deactivation tower. You have removed the barrier and now claim the final epic reward from the map. Excellent. Now you have completed Pippa's challenge.